After the November 5th election, I think many of us were surprised by the reaction of the Democratic Party. We thought they might fight back, do something, but instead they tucked tail and ran. That was very disturbing to us because we knew the Republicans were bad. We knew Donald Trump was bad. We needed some kind of hero, somebody to help us fight back against which would be incredibly damaging to this country. But the Democrats didn't do that. Well, until they did. Cory Booker stood up and carried on a 25-hour filibuster. Now, a lot of people, even Democrats, were saying, well, that's just performative. It doesn't do anything. I beg to differ about that. It didn't do anything specifically to get us out of our trouble, but it was inspirational. It was incredible. And it got people reacting to it. And that's all we'd ask for. Do fucking something. Anything. Then we started getting the national protest with millions of people coming out. Then Senator Van Hollen steps up. He goes to El Salvador to see if he can't get Abrego Garcia released from the El Salvadoran prison. He wasn't successful, but he did something. He did something. Now, we're a ways away from the 2028 election, but I think it's time we try to find somebody to be our leader in the Democratic Party. At least a few people that might be likely prospects to run for the presidency. And there are some possibilities out there. Some people have said Cory Booker. Some people have said Tim Walz. But there's one guy that's saying the right things right now. And that is the governor of the state of Illinois, J.B. Pritzker. He's talking about being bold, being strong, and pushing back. He's the only one that's really pushing directly, saying the things that need to be said. Now, J.B. Pritzker is a billionaire, too. He's a legitimate billionaire, but he works for the people. He's done a great job in Illinois, and I think if there's going to be somebody that's going to be the leader, at least one of the leaders, he should be at the top of the list because he's a fighter. He can compete with the billionaires, but at the same time, he can fight for the people. So we've got to start focusing on who is going to be the leader of this party and who is ultimately going to be the candidate. Now, I would love if Kamala Harris went back and ran again for the presidency, but I don't think that should happen. It's not because I don't like Kamala. I think she would have been a great president. I just think on November 5th, we discovered something about this country. This country is more racist and more sexist than we imagined. And winning the 2028 election is absolutely essential to the future of this country and for all of us. So maybe we have to get an older white man or a middle-aged white man. J.B. Pritzker would fit that bill. Even Tim Walz would fit that bill. I don't care who wins in 2028 as long as they're Democrat, as long as they're intelligent and decent human beings. That's all I fucking ask. But J.B. Pritzker gave a speech recently, and it was very powerful. He called out Donald Trump and the Republicans and even the Democrats. I think right now, if I was to pick somebody, he would be the guy to carry the load going to 2028 because he's the first one that's ready to drop the gloves, put the elbows up, get in there, mix it up, and fight the way we need to fight.